What does it mean to carry the quiet weight of 6 centuries within one life? Hi, this is Harvey. I'm a Chinese Kiwi, and this is the quiet story of my bloodline. It took me a lot of reading, word of mouth, primary sources, and some translating to uncover my own story. And today, on Qingmingjie, Tomb Sweeping Day, I walk my ancestral land of Qingyuan City to remember it all. Let's go. The Qingming festival balances two quiet truths. It is a day of grief and remembrance, but also a day of renewal. For every Chinese family, returning to our hometown for tomb sweeping is a duty, a ritual, and a spiritual homecoming. Before I share my family's long journey, I wish to explain one cultural truth so every viewer may understand this legacy fully. In traditional Han Chinese heritage, our lineage is traced through the paternal line. This ancient custom shapes how we carry our name, our clan memory, our ancestral worship, and how we see ourselves in this world. Once you understand this, you can begin to understand more of me, more on how Harvey thinks in the long run and how Harvey will grow. In most cultures, clan means a loose, distant group of kin, but a traditional Chinese clan is bound to one shared surname, one single founding ancestor, written genealogies, ancestral graves, and a collective identity that spans centuries. We are one continuous family rooted to the same origin. Sons hold the continuation of the clan, daughters in tradition merge into the husband's family and contribute to their husband's lineage. This clear, unbroken father-to-son line is how Chinese clans survive migration, war, and collapse, preserving our history even through centuries of upheaval. I grew up in New Zealand, where family is viewed equally on both sides. Still, my identity can be tied to one unbroken paternal thread. My recorded family stretches back more than 6 centuries to the great ancient city of Hangzhou in East China. My surname is Bai in Mandarin or Ba in Cantonese. It means the color white. In the fading years of the Mongol-founded Yuan dynasty, 2 scholarly brothers from Hangzhou became our earliest recorded ancestors. Chinese history is a pattern of dynasties rising and falling and rising and falling. As the Yuan was in turmoil, the 2 brothers fled Hangzhou, traveling far south for survival. As far as we know, they were the only people at that time from our clan in Hangzhou and surnamed to migrate to Guangdong province in South China and settling in the quiet valleys of Qingyuan. Among the bigger surnames like Huang, Chen, Li, Wang, because of our smaller clan size, it is also much easier for me to recall and learn my family history compared to other Chinese people. When the Han Chinese reasserted control under the new Ming dynasty, our clan bloomed into its most powerful era. For more than 200 years, my clan produced scholars and generals that served the country. A clansman at that time was a prominent military officer who participated in the Imjin War defending Korea against Japanese invasion. My 10th generation direct ancestor was in a senior position responsible for royal banquets of the Ming dynasty. But dynasties, as always, eventually fall. The collapse of the Ming opened a bitter chapter for my family. As the new Qing dynasty swept across southern China, our clan held fast to the loyalty of our forefathers. The year 1647 lingers as the saddest, most fragile moment of my long family history. The Qing army quickly captured my home city, Qingyuan, in January 1647. Then on July 16th, led by a man from my clan, Bai Changcan, who was also the commander of Guangdong, he gathered 2,000 men from our clan and rallied 3,000 other men from our home city to form a final stand of 5,000 troops against the Qing army of 20,000. After a month of fierce fighting and failed direct assaults, the Qing dug a secret tunnel under the city wall and detonated the wall with gunpowder explosives. The city of Qingyuan ended with more than 20,000 people killed. None of my clansmen surrendered, and as a result, they were massacred, facing near extinction. In one cruel season, our centuries of gentle prosperity collapsed into sorrow. It is the main reason why today, locals often tell me they have not met a person with my surname. Luckily, my 10th generation ancestor who helped rally the resistance was not in Qingyuan at the time and survived. He faced the reality alone, the destruction of his clan and an end of an era. Instead of letting our line fade, he chose hope. He fled to Foshan to rebuild his family, raised 9 sons, and gently restored our clan's numbers. When it was safe, they moved back to Qingyuan to their hometown, my hometown. He was the quiet keeper of our legacy. His name was Bai Zhongzhong. 4 generations after him, our lineage rose again as a powerful merchant family in the calm of the Qing era. Adapting to a new world, my 14th generation ancestor Bai Yuanzhen grew into one of the richest merchants in Qingyuan. He controlled dozens of large cargo ships that carried timber, coal, tea leaves, cloth into Guangzhou, the capital of the province. He turned our clan into the dominant family of our town, where for the next few generations after him, we lived well off collecting rent and continuing trade. 4 generations after him, my 18th generation ancestor Bai Yingfu made a fortune owning a sizable furniture store in Shaoguan City. Through word of mouth, I learnt that his store name was Bai Li Yuan. He returned to Qingyuan to expand our village after his store was bombed by the Japanese at the end of the 1800s. Then came the collapse of the Qing dynasty, which marked the end of imperial rule in China. Then came the Chinese Civil War. Then came the Second Chinese-Japanese War. Then came New China and the Cultural Revolution. My line, along with basically all Chinese people at that time, became poor commoners, clinging on to survival with all that we had. My dad lost an elder brother and sister whom passed away decades before I was even born, my auntie and uncle. 8 generations now separate me from 1647 when my entire clan was almost wiped out. I was raised across the ocean in the green open landscapes of Aotearoa, New Zealand. I was shaped by 2 worlds, the gentle, balanced heritage of my childhood home Auckland and the ancient, rooted paternal lineage waiting for me here in China. No matter how far I wandered, this ancestral soil remained written in my blood. Now I return. On this quiet Qingming morning, I walk the same paths my ancestors once walked. I light incense, bow at their graves, burn ghost money for them to spend, throw firecrackers to ward off evil spirits, and breathe in the same spring air they once knew. I carry the story of the 2 Confucian brothers from Hangzhou, the grace of our Ming scholars and guardians, the bravery of my clan and those who fell in 1647, the quiet perseverance of Bai Zhongzhong, and the steady renewal of my merchant forefathers. Qingming teaches us to pause, to remember, and to honor the quiet threads that connect past and present. They are together and linear. As someone living between 2 cultures, I understand this bond deeply. I carry an unbroken paternal lineage as a 22nd generation descendant of my clan, and soon it'll be my turn to continue this burning flame. This video is not to show how cool I think I am, but I want to share this with everyone who is Chinese or non-Chinese, to reclaim your own story, whether it's the past or present or the future. Your life is yours. I believe one of the ways to achieving self-actualization is by connecting with your roots. The road to a purposeful life is long. We'll all get there. But I hope this video inspires you in any way that it can. Peace.
美國佬呢壇嘢都唔知點收科啊佢，就係唔知點收科佢先至要去。死人特朗普啊，搞啲嘢啊真係。係啊，真係唔知係咩腦袋嚟嘅。鬼死！好似有啲變態黐線咁樣。佢係以為佢自己攞晒着數喎。你老母你炸人哋，人哋又咪炸翻你？就係咯。屌你！人哋唔怕死嘅啲伊朗嗰啲。依家仲話地面入侵添，地面入侵你係全軍覆沒，話俾你聽。美國死硬啊！因為你唔熟悉當地，人哋係當地，個地理以為個個都伊拉克係嘛？你。